Hi, I'm Roszak, and I am going to talk to you about some of my favorite hairstyles I created on Cara Delevingne. This look is one of my favorites. Instead of just doing a low pony or a low bun, we did a super casual, loose braid in the back. So I wanted the hair to still have like a fun element, and I just took a little piece of hair and tied the little piece of hair to a piece of hair in the back so that it opened up her face. So with this dress, with her red lips, I felt like this was the perfect style to do. Sort of a modern take on a pretty classic Hollywood style. So it's essentially a blowout, then a set to give it kind of a glam look, and then super shine. Any shine spray that essentially mists out is like key for this look. And then to modernize it just a little bit more and kind of add like a edgy element, I took a Jennifer Behr chain and just pinned it to the back of the hairstyle. It's sort of this hidden fun element that doesn't take away from the overall look, but if she turns, then you get a glimpse of it. It was like a pretty casual, cool red carpet at the MTV Movie Awards. And this was like spur of the moment, what am I gonna do to like make this something a little bit different? I had her hair set, I used a little like sea salt spray to kind of rough it up a little bit. And I took a braid from underneath and I braided a long piece and then secured it with a little elastic. And then I took it up, wrapped it up, and used a little piece of wig tape to hold it in place, and I pulled it down the part. So this was right when Cara went platinum and we cut her hair into a bob. For her hair type, I don't want it to ever be too blunt because she has a really awesome natural wave and her hair is really thick. I essentially cut into it to create hidden layers. So Cara's platinum is like that perfect sandy platinum. Bleaching your hair platinum, it's such a significant change. So when you go to see your stylist, consult them and ask them what would they say would be the perfect platinum for your skin tone. Kind of like a classic, sophisticated style, but modern. So I essentially blew it out really smooth and then used a 1.5 inch, sort of like a hunker of a curling iron, to give it a really soft bend. And what I did was I tucked her hair behind her ear. And I love doing that, especially with shorter lengths, because it gives a really nice shape and balance. So there's one side that's a little bit heavier, the side that has the wave and the part, and then the other side is tucked tight behind the ear. Another fun little tidbit is that her part is a diagonal part, which is a fun change. I learned that Cara shaved her head for a role, which made me think, okay, maybe I don't have a job anymore, but not the case. So I pulled over to Blick and I buy stencils and acrylic paint and sponges. I liked it being a little bit more abstract, almost like she's wearing a piece of jewelry on the back of her head. It was so empowering. Her with her bald head, she was that much more beautiful. Cara hadn't quite decided on this dress. We looked at the dresses and just that one spoke. It felt like water. I want to like mimic the dress on her head. She still had her very, very short hair. It was growing out from her shaved head. And so I pulled out my half wig. I toned the color of it to create a slightly more silver tone in some areas. I used a purple shampoo, secured it onto her head only on really one side. So I sort of created a part and then finger waved it. I used Gorilla Snot gel. So it really helped me get the shape I wanted and then dried to essentially create that like shell of a look, that very wet, high shine look. I was inspired by London punk rock, so I extended sideburns with hair pieces, as well as the bang. I wanted to bring in the black detail from her rad suit into her hair and also add a slightly feminine element. I pulled out black ribbon and just, cut a piece and then secured it with a little bit of wig tape at the back of her head. And there you go. Used a little pomade to give it some piecey texture, and that was it. I'm realizing that there was very much this theme, this sort of extraterrestrial, metallic, powerful thread through the entire press tour. Here, I played with colors. My friend makes this incredible hair sparkle gel. And so I had a bunch of colors with me, this being one of them. And I mixed the colors together to make the exact color of her dress, and then essentially created an ombre color of it in her hair. So this was a premiere of Valerian in Mexico City. It was the last premiere of this whole press tour. She wore this amazing metal sculptural dress that had gorgeous colors like pinks and blues, and I pulled out this kind of frosty, slightly iridescent pink hair spray and then a little bit of a silver spray to essentially pick up the color in the dress. And that was it. And then I used a little pomade just to piece her hair out, add a little bit of dimension, and then hairspray to kind of lock in the color spray and the overall style. You can easily do this if you don't have super short hair. You can take the spray and spray it, and you can kind of use the color almost like you would use an accessory, like an earring or a necklace. So Cara was going on the Colbert Show.
Please welcome Cara Delevingne.
He actually mentioned her hair on air.
Look at that. Oh, I think I must have laid down in the tinfoil again. No, I just thought it would be something nice.
That's extraordinary. It's great for a science fiction movie, promoting that. You look like your head is from the future.
That's the point.
This hair just added a fun pop to the overall look. She had the beautiful platinum, and I brought this gold leaf, essentially just peeled off little chunks of it and kind of let it form its own shape as it does, and gently with a rat tail comb tapped it into place on top of the gel, and it formed this really fun shape on her head. And it was picked up on camera when she kind of turned to talk to the audience, and just again, a really fun thing to play with. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. And, I just want to say we've been told that short hair is limited, that it's not feminine. There are endless possibilities with short hair. It's so feminine, and there's so much you can do. It's really just about having fun, because there really are endless possibilities.